Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Stock Market with your weekly analysis for oil, although I missed out last week. This week I'm doing the analysis on Tuesday 2nd of April and I'm recording this video just gone 8 in the evening New York time. My last analysis a couple of weeks ago expected price to continue higher. My target zone was 94.3 to 94.84. Price did continue higher as expected. It's reached up to 97.73, $2.89 above my target. I expect that that's where the upwards movement has ended and a second wave correction is now over. We should see an increase in downwards momentum and downwards movement. However, we should be using Elliott's channeling technique to confirm when the correction is over and the next wave is underway. Draw this small channel from the start of minute wave 2 to the end of minuet wave B within it, and then place a parallel copy on the high of minuet wave A. Sometimes C waves overshoot these channels. I want to wait until price goes back through the channel and then we see a full daily candlestick below this channel before I have confidence in this trend change, and at that stage, when the channel is clearly breached, I'll have confidence that we're in a third wave down. The third wave must move beyond the end of the first wave, and my target for it, several days away, probably even a couple of 2 or 3 weeks away maybe, depending on how fast it moves. The target is 83.35, where it would reach 1.618, the length of minute wave 1. So minute wave 2 was a very deep zigzag correction. It must be over here because there's almost no room left for upwards movement. If it does move a little higher, if the C wave within it extends slightly higher, it can't move beyond the start of 1. The wave count is invalidated at minute degree with movement above 98.24. So this wave count the same as the last several times I've done oil analysis, expecting we're in the very early stages of an intermediate degree third wave down, with the minor 1 and 2 complete, and now within minor 3, minute 1 and 2 complete, and the third wave of a third wave just about to begin, or just begun a couple of days ago. The target for minor 3, several weeks away probably, still at 71.33, where it would reach 1.618, the length of minor wave 1. Let's have a look at the end of the structure and what's happened over the last couple of days on the hourly chart, where the high for minute wave 2 up here is this point up here. This downwards movement, I've looked at this one really carefully on a 5-minute chart. It's very ambiguous. There's a lot of overlapping in here. It can be seen as either a 3, and it also can be seen as a 5, with a 1, 2, 3, 4, and lots of overlapping movement in the fifth wave. What's clearer on the 5-minute chart is this upwards movement looks very clearly like a 3. This downwards movement here can't be seen as anything but a 3. And this upwards movement looks very clearly like a 5-wave structure. I think this is a regular flat correction for subminuet wave 2, which must be over because again there's almost no room left for upwards movement. If the C wave did move any higher, or if subminuet wave 2 moved further sideways as a double flat or a double combination, it can't move beyond the start of 1 above 97.73. However, it's extremely likely that it is over here because if it were to continue further as a double, it would be greatly out of proportion to subminuet wave 1. So I think we should see an increase in downwards momentum this week from oil. The third wave must move beyond the end of the first, and subminuet wave 3 will reach 1.618, the length of subminuet wave 1 at 94.52. That's my short-term target, which should be met this week sometime. When the third wave is done, we should have a fourth wave correction. It can't move back into wave 1 price territory. So my last analysis a couple of weeks ago expected upwards movement for oil, which is exactly what happened. Prices remained just below that invalidation point. This week's analysis now expects downwards movement for oil. That's all for me today with your oil analysis, and if you want daily analysis of the S&P 500, you'll find it on my site.